Hello, my love. Welcome or welcome back. Today we will be making the puzzle braid with jumbo braids using this colored wool. This is not Brazilian wool, just regular wool, baby wool. We call it baby wool in Nigeria. So I spray oil sheen on the rubber rings so that on the rubber bands so that it's going to be more slippery and don't tug on the hair. Then to make the zigzag, I am going to first make straight line just to guide me on where the zigzag shape should be. So on top of the straight line, I am going to start making the zigzag, and when I am done, you're going to see how I make it into the smaller sections that I will be braiding, and I did this on all the hair. So when it comes to putting in, like when it comes to using the rubber band to hold each sections together, there is a little trick you will have to do, because the zigzag is not a straight line. In order for you to be able to put the hairs nicely into the rubber band, there is this twisting motion I do to get everything inside. As you watch the video, you are going to see just little tricks to be able to get this thing perfect. You're going to see in the video, and I'll be back when I am done making the whole head into sections of zigzag sections. Okay. And guys, if you do not skip the ads as you watch, you are helping us get something back from this video. Please do so if you can, so that we can make some money and develop and grow and just serve you better and do better. So enjoy. I'll be back when I start braiding so that I can just go over some tips and tricks to be able to tuck the hair perfectly, and all those good stuff. So let's keep watching. So now we are done with the puzzle, and I have done some of the braids off camera. I am going to proceed to show you how I did the rest. First of all, I didn't count how many wool we used. We just eyeballed it. So I braided her hair first to help me to be able to tuck away the black hair and minimize the chances of it showing through the purple hair. And then I used a large hook. This is the quantity for the whole braid. I take out a small section. Ideally, I intended taking out like 1/3 of the section, but if I feel like it's going to be difficult to pull through, I would reduce that section and use just fewer braids. Now, it didn't occur to me when I was making this hair, but I always checked in with her to make sure it wasn't too tight before proceeding. So a better way to do this without using latch hook to eliminate any chances of the pain of pulling the hair through would be to, like for the puzzle braid, now you would just section this part into two, lay the hair extension inside that section, then rubber band over the wool already laid through the section. So it will just be like you passing the wool before adding the rubber band, instead of putting the rubber band and then using a latch hook to pass the wool through. I don't know if you understand, but if you check Yvonne Melda, she has like a jumbo braid using this method for people who do not want to, if you don't want to use a latch hook, you can use that method that she used, which is like just open the section into two, lay the wool through that section, and then use rubber band to hold the two sections that you share. You share the hair into two, use a rubber band to hold it over the wool. That way you will not need a latch hook. Another disadvantage of eyeballing the hair, the number of wool that we use, is that the size might not come out as perfect as when you are counting the number of wools to use. But you can see there are many, and sincerely, who expects, no, if you want to count these things, because you like counting things. So because some of the sections, you can see we cut all the wool into one size, and then some are longer, some are shorter. This one doesn't have a lot of remnants, so I didn't have like long wool remaining to use to knot the bottom, so I just collected extra wool from her and used it to knot the bottom. So that's an option. And then we are repeating the same thing again. I tug on the hair to make it loose on the bottom and just ask her and be sure it's not tight or painful before passing the latch hook through. If it's painful, it's going to like